All right, we got a new position for the rig here, both physically and in the room. So that'll be interesting. And yeah, we're at Laguna Seca 3D Speed finale. Do not feel great about this 14th place on the grid. I thought I had more speed. Did something like the 25 flat. I was doing 24 threes, 24 twos when I was practicing. So not super thrilled, but it is what it is. And we're going to try and get the best of this. We're going to take a little bit of pressure out of the front here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. And we're going to use tire set 6. Tire wear is also fairly high here, which is a little concerning. And it is hot, 30-degree track temperature. So there is that to keep in mind. I don't know, very inconsistent here. Not feeling sharp. Not feeling like I'm on the top of my game. And that's disappointing for a final race of the season, seeing it off. It's been a tough season. We had a great run at Monza, but aside from that, it's been rough. And you know, I'm hoping to finish it off with a reasonable race here today. We'll see what happens. I can actually now see the recording PC very easily from the rig, which is helpful because it was behind me before, if you'll remember. Okay.
The track temp is 30 Celsius. Alright, Michael, get ready.
Starting behind Connor Constantini and Simeon Naku alongside me, and that's Marcel Letelier in the Nissan up ahead. We got a new guy on the grid today, Mark Sibalski, bringing up the rear. With Tom Waz, tailgate Charlie Tom Waz, and oh, that was a little awkward. Okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be at the front of this pack or even in the top 10 or anything like that. It just it felt like I had better than this just on a lap time. Even if I was in the same spot, I would have felt better if I just felt like I delivered. And I was easily a half second off what I wanted. And I know single player practice is obviously different, optimum track temperature and everything, but that was full fuel. This was qualifying fuel, and conditions not that dissimilar. A little bit further behind than I want to be, but
Green, green, green.
Car left.
that happens.
Clear left.
Making our way down to the Andretti hairpin.
Left side.
I see Simeon going down the inside of me
Hold your
in
line.
his
Clear
Ferrari.
left.
There he is.
Left side.
Found himself a nice little pattern there. Oh,
Hold your
that's Robert
left.
Arzoumian off.
Car right. Clear
Rough
right.
rough start. And I think I am at the very back. All right. Let's try for the comeback. Got caught up behind Tom Waz there in his Bentley. Oh, Tom, that I think is going to be an easy, probably not a penalty actually, because he took himself out. I could see that being ruled a self-correcting moment. He's lucky that Scott Johnston didn't get caught up in that. I wonder, are my pedals working properly? I'm gonna keep an eye on the inputs here for a little bit, because it's full. This isn't a Brands Hatch issue where the pedals stop working. Something I think is wrong with Robert Arzoumian's Mercedes. He's kind of all over the place. It's about the cleanest Laguna Seca first lap I think I've seen. There was something at turn coming out of the Andretti hairpin here. And then
Right side, clear
Tom
right.
getting into it with Scott. And that was about it.
On your right. Clear right.
I think Cebulski is super aware that I'm here. That's the second time he's almost come across my nose.
There's a white flag. Yellow flag.
Flag, it's one of the beamers off. Jeremy Reeder. I am not really all that interested in going side by side through the corkscrew. It looks like somebody up ahead did. It's Arzumian and Johnston getting into it again. Reeder rejoins at the back of the pack on a day when he is trying to claim himself a bronze championship. His main rival is not here. And I think Connor Constantini was saying something about needing to beat him by 3 positions to get the job done. Well, right now,
P15.
kind of is, but it's early days. Getting a good look at our newcomer, Mr. Cebulski. Holding me up a little bit, so oh, very slow into that corner. Okay. Might be a weapon. It's not really an overtaking zone is the problem. It's kind of a setup for an overtake. Not actually interested in going side by side with him through the kink or the corkscrew. I'm just kind of making him think about things. Maybe get a mistake. It's Arzumian off again. Or offline again.
The leader has just done a 122.90.
And into the pit lane goes one of the Bentleys.
Right side. Still there.
It's
Clear right.
Cebulski. He tried to close the door, and I don't blame him. That's a perfectly fine move. But was losing a ton of time. I mean, even that lap is a 50, is a 27. I need to be down in the 25s here. Making my way through some slow traffic here. Was that a Bentley that went in the pits? Oh, it was. It was Dom Turcotte. Okay. I was thinking it was one of the HMB ones, but it's a Prestige Bentley. Only one here today, I think. I think we are sans a Cliff Hemian after my excellent battle with him.
On your right.
Please don't try to
Clear
take
right.
this position back, Rob. Thank you. He went very off. I think it would have been very inappropriate for him to expect to actually be able to force the issue to the kink. Okay. Connor and Scott up ahead of me. Not really sure how Scott got past Connor. Was I just not paying attention to that? Rob's in the pits. I thought Rob had something wrong with his car for sure. So there we go. 26, 7. Even that's not good. Like, we should be in the 25s. Top 10 is on offer today just because it's a small field, just 17 cars. And some early problems have put Reeder behind me. Have put are zooming in behind me.
Okay, Michael,
and
we think our refueling window will
we
open
didn't
after
see any
18
issues for Dom
minutes.
Turcotte,
Closes
but
after
I
29
tend to
minutes.
assume he had issues. I would not have pitted when he did if I didn't have issues. This is too hard of a track to overtake on to
Your front brakes are
give up
pretty
track
high.
position
Leader
like
has
that.
just done a 122.66.
I think this is an overcut track, not an undercut track. Unless, I mean, I'm thinking of the undercut just because I'm behind these guys, but Turcotte wasn't behind anyone particularly slow. We're in the pit lane too. Interesting. Are they trying to play the undercut game against some of the top cars? Because I don't think it's going to work. I think it's just going to put them out into traffic, kind of like where I am, and they're going to get stuck behind the. I don't mean this in as negative a way as it seems, but like the slower cars like Sabalski, Johnston. Connor's not that slow. I think our cork in the bottle here is the Lambo of Scott Johnston, not the blue Bentley. Tom Waz is also going to be now an obstacle for those cars.
The leader's just done a 122.44.
Leader's probably Max Simmons, maybe Dane French. They were trading at the front, I thought, in qualifying. Could look over at the recording PC and see if I can get a look, but I don't want to take my eyes off this. Wow. Yeah, see, this is like my qualifying lap here, like 25 flat.
Good lap. That's your best.
And the front tires are under pressure. Like, I don't know what happened in qualifying and in practice. I just was not sharp. Some of it seems to have fixed itself now, so we'll see. Problem is, I do very much feel like I'm being held up from, you know, someone I might be able to do battle with, like Simeon Naku. An age-old rivalry. Instead, I've got a pair of bronze drivers holding me up a little bit. I think they're starting to pick up their pace a little bit, though. They're doing 25s now, so it's not too bad. But, I think Constantini backed off there after Scott had a wee bit of a moment. I think these guys are battling for the bronze lead right now, though. I think Connor's hope of a championship. Now, if I'm a Connor,
Right side. Hold your
I'm
line.
honestly kind of letting me through here.
Still there. Clear right.
I could see that being considered to be a considerable dive bomb.
P9.
Although I will say that turn was where I kept picking up a lot of ground on both of them. Could be a penalty. Could be a penalty, though. I can see it. I can see them reporting it. I feel no need to. I feel no urge to self-report it to the steward, but I would not. I would not in any way be angry with Scott if he were to report that. Connor a little bit. I think the move on Connor was totally fair. I think that works out for Connor, actually. Now, I think in a perfect world, Connor would have wanted me to overtake him and then force a mistake out of Scott so that he could put another car between him and Reeder, who's his battling opponent in the Bronze Championship that I'm not involved with because I'm silver. You can see
Okay,
I've
Michael,
opened
the
up,
next car is Naku.
we opened up a pretty good gap to them already, even though this lap is not going to break any records. And I'm catching Simeon. I wonder if he had a problem of some kind. Alright, so pit stop strategy wise, right now I just want to put up the best laps I can.
E9.
Make use of the empty track. Keep an eye on my, specifically front tires, and also my right-hand tires. We'll probably be putting a little bit extra PSI into the tires, I think, come pit stop time. Very least the fronts. The fronts have not, at 27.3, they're just in the zone right now. And our Zoomian is getting lapped, so I think Robert had something considerably wrong with his car. Catching Simeon. I would love to finish the season with a good battle with Simeon. I was hoping I'd be able to get into a little scuffle with Marcelo today, but he's a little too far ahead. He's pitting now. Okay. Interesting. Again, we're a little over quarter distance. I think these pit stops are too early. But it could be damage, it could be getting their tires really wrong. It could be track position they're trying to play.
P8.
Very near my qualifying pace right now, which both says good things about what I'm doing right now, but it also says negative things about qualifying again. Scott's keeping with me reasonably well.
The gap to Naku ahead
I was
is now
sprinting out
5.1.
ahead of him, but it might just have been something as simple as I unsettled him with the dive bomb. Where I was going for the overtake on Connor and wound up getting a 2-for-1 that I need to make the most of, because if I do get a penalty, obviously that's it's time on to my
That's
race
half
that
fuel. You've used half your
put
fuel.
me behind both of them again, and put me nowhere near Simeon, which I would like to put a fight with. He did a 25.3, I did a 25.5.
Maximise every lap. Let's salvage what we can.
Away a little
E8.
bit. So whatever happened that closed the gap by 2.5 seconds is definitely not pace. I think he made I think he had a mistake. It's safe to assume he had an off.
Yellow flag.
I would
Caution.
immediately think the kink
White flag, mate.
or corkscrew. It's our Zoomian off again. So I think Rob's just having a real rough time with this track. Corkscrew that time. Tough to get a good run through the corkscrew. I'm kinda hoping that our Zoomian stays predictable here. Might have a 24 here. I do.
E7.
So that's faster than I did in qualifying. This is the first time this season where the race has been dry and the qualifying's been dry that I'm going to have a faster lap in the race than I did in qualifying. It wasn't even that good of a lap. kind of see. I'm already on a pace to beat it. Stop, go, car 32. I'm not sure who that is. It's not one of the Beamers. I don't think it's a Bentley. It's not Murrah. It's not one of the North America Porsche crew. It's not Arzumian. That leaves Dan French, Marcelo Letelier,
Johnston behind is pitting now.
see, not Marcelo,
That's your quickest lap in this session.
because he pitted a while ago. Could be French. He's been bad about the pit lane. He's had a couple of those. So right now, that's who my money's on. Can't remember who 32 is.
Okay, Michael, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I know 67, 68, and 66, 67, and 68 are the BMWs. I know Connor and Sabalski and Waz are 14 through 16. Obviously 24 ahead of me is Arzumian. RT7. Simmons is 20 something, I think. Phone's going off. It's my dad being a dumbass. Because he knows today is race day. I know he knows today is race day because he asks about the race sometimes.
C6.
Who it is? Pitting soonish, I think. Thank you, Rob.
On your left. Clear left.
Turcotte's number 8. Also pitted really early, so I mean, I very, very much doubt that it's him. I think I'm literally down to it just being Dan French that got the penalty. We'll find out at the end of the. We'll find out at some point, either at the end of the race or if I come near car 32 at some point. Gonna pit this time around. But soon.
That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. That's
Halfway
halfway.
through.
We think about 8 minutes of fuel remaining.
I've used up 33 liters, roughly. Bad lap here. Yep, it is French.
Keep it up. We're looking good here. P4.
See how this lap goes. So that last lap was not good, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I made any huge mistakes to end up with 7/10 off pace lap. It could suggest maybe some graining going on with the tires.
The gap to Naku ahead is now 2.8 seconds.
Simeon's bad at pit stopping, so. Now the only thing though is I am in front of Arzumian, and I'm thinking I might want to just remove that temptation. Come on, Simeon, don't try to defend this.
Car right.
Thank you.
Clear right.
I was gonna say, you can't defend into corkscrew when you've gone off. You're just not carrying enough speed. That would be some straight up dangeroso shit. I'm gonna pit. Yeah, I think I think
We'll
we'll
just
probably
speed limit in
have
the
a
pits.
little
All
bit
right,
of
Michael.
graining on the
Should have
tires
plenty
right
of
now.
space on the exit. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P11. A few seconds behind P11.
1, 2, 3. Tire set 7, please. I slowed down a little bit too much there, but I think we'll still have a reasonable tilt delta. Oh, I forgot to turn off the repairs. I tried to put on old pair of tires on me, which I don't like. I wish the AI was better about the tires. Okay. Couple of guys going past. French and Sutherland. Not competing with Neil on this particular occasion. Haven't been competing with Neil all season, if we're being entirely honest. Go, go, go. Say Tom was Bentley in behind me. And there's Simeon Agu. Hey, whoa, did Tom leave?
Mid exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Or did he just vanish?
There's a white flag.
Still in the server. Flag up ahead, that is Mark Sobolski again. This time I have the assistance of blue flags. Came out in 9th place. Not sure if anyone hasn't pitted, but it's possible. Quick look. There are 2 people who have not pitted that are out in front. One's Max Simmons, I'm pretty sure. And the other is John Archie. I think they're both clear of me, so. Blue flag. Okay, that is not where I would have let me through there, Mr. Spolsky. That was dangerous to yourself. And a little dangerous to me. I would have waited for probably after I always forget what that turn after corkscrew is called. It has a name, but I'm not recalling what it is now. It has like a notable name too.
P9.
Tellier and Mark are ahead of me. I'd love to catch up to Mark. He's a silver driver. Not competing for the silver title, but, you know, it's really between Mark and Zach Martin, who I don't think is here today. I'm looking at 3rd at best, I'm pretty sure. So the race has gone better. I mean, my pace in the race has been better than it was in qualifying. So that's good. Let's see if my guess on the tire pressures is correct.
The lead car's pitting.
Car's pitting, that's no interest to me. That's Simmons and
15 minutes left.
Max is rubbing off on his teammate. Although here today, I mean, honestly, I said it when Turcotte pitted that I think this is a race of the overcut. And although they're still, oh boy, they're still in the pits. Am I actually going to come out ahead of them? Or have they lapped me? I think they were a lap ahead. Okay, I think they were a lap ahead. Okay. So, Tellier 7 seconds up ahead. Did a mid 25 there. Should have more than enough fuel, I think. So we went with 70 liters between the pit stop and the start fuel, and I calculated like 66 for the race, so it should be fine. Keep an eye on it though. It does feel like a little bit low. Not gonna lie. And fuel usage is about 0.4 higher a lap than I calculated based on. Cars ahead of me are doing 24s, I'm doing 25s, so that's not good. Although Marcelo went off. And Sutherland went off. Oh, they both went off at the Andretti hairpin. Okay. Squabble, boys, squabble. By the way, smack talking Simeon's pit times. I think he came out more or less the same distance to me. So I gotta shit talk my own. Although I forgot to just not repair the little bit of body damage I had on the car because it was absolutely doing nothing.
That lap was a 125.20.
Faster than Simeon. Slower than what Letelier and Sutherland are effectively doing, but they are slowing each other up. Sometimes in very dramatic ways. I wonder who's... Oh no! Well, so much for chasing them down. Here I was thinking about who's winning bronze, and it appears to be Connor Constantini. I have my answer. And Scott Johnston. On the bright side, get to try and track down Simeon again. I always enjoy my fights with Simeon. He's probably all the racers on this field. He's the person I have the most door-to-door experience with. We've kind of always been fairly close in ACC, anyways. He's a little quicker in racer. We first became acquainted with each other in the Silver Battle. Back when, although this is going to overpressurize my tires now, because they picked up extra heat from the spin. Connor's gotten well clear of Scott Johnson. This kind of does prove that he was the cork in the bottle.
The gap to Naku in front is now 6.5.
I thought the Porsches would have a good day, and it looks like they're going for their first 1-2 of the season, I think. I don't think Archie's finished in the top 2 this season. And I don't think Simmons and Higgs did well there before Higgs' departure. Pretty sure the only top 2 Higgs had was Barcelona, and that was Max's not so great. What was that? I feel like something hit the car. I mean, I must have hit a bump, but 10 seconds. Really? Okay.
We need quality pace every lap now, mate. There might still be chances here.
You're not going to get quality pace because I can feel a slight vibration in the tires. Nothing huge, but it's going to slow me down. And I do have 10 seconds of aero damage. The crew chief AI does need some work still. Although I think largely the problem with crew chief is that it doesn't interface with ACC well. When I use it with other games, it's better at crew chiefing, I guess. It seems to know what's going on better. But no, right now I'm driving to maintain 10th place. Let's be honest here. That spin took a top 9 and kind of put it out the door. Looking to stay clear of Connor. If Simeon makes a mistake, we're close enough to do something about it. And that is about it. Tires have gotten back in the zone at least.
10th position.
So I'm probably third amongst the silvers, unless there's a... Trying to look at the recording screen. Yes, I am in third place amongst the silvers. No Zach Martin today, so the only silver who tends to outperform their rank is Mark because of that OP as shit BMW. But, you know, the top 6 that I can't see is probably...
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 28
the 2 Porsches,
Celsius.
Murrah, Turcotte, Neil Sutherland. I'm not sure who the 6th would be. Who's the 6th? Because I don't think it's French. He got the drive-through. Someone at the pits. That's Arzumian. Yep. Landry, Michael Landry. That's the other person. I always forget about him because he's proven himself to be quick, but he's also, like, you know, ended up on the wrong side of a number of disputes with the track. I always forget about him, but he's probably up in the top 6. Then behind me, it's the assorted bronzes. Sobalski, Waz, Arzumian, Constantini, Johnston. There may actually only be 3 silvers in the race today, now that I think about it.
Okay, Michael, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
The silver field's been very small all season, to be honest, but this is bizarrely small. No,
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
no Cliff Hemian today, no Zach Martin. No, Benjamin Adamian, who unfortunately signed out after Zandvoort. Wouldn't make it today. I think unfortunately the championship has just been a little too spread out this season. Six laps of fuel left, probably only 4 more in the race, so we're good. 3 or 4. I'm probably going to get lapped by Simmons. Next lap, I would guess, maybe the lap after. Unable to keep with the cars ahead, but maintaining a gap that's actually growing to Connor, so second top 10 of the season seems likely. Not the first time Laguna Seca has been a happy hunting ground, if we're being honest.
Blue flag.
Wow, he's on me a lot quicker than I thought. I thought he would catch me kind of mid next lap. Quick lift. And we'll do a break early for the Andretti hairpin. Blue flag overtaking here is
Johnston is pitting from position 13. He should come
really?
out a little way
Why
behind
is
you.
Scott pitting? Fuel miscalculation? Damage? To be honest, I'm not sure which I prefer.
The gap behind is now 8.8 seconds. Your front brakes are pretty hot now.
Oh, they've been hot the whole time. Should be mentioned, the ducts are very open on this car, too. We're just in the desert. This is a high brake degradation track.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Kind of makes me wonder if I should have gone with brake pad 2. Brake pad 1 should have easily do a 40-minute race, but Laguna Seca might be the one kind of exception to that rule. Johnson's still in the pit lane. That's unfortunate.
The leader has just done a 122.23.
Scott, if you watch this, next season we should team up. I'm looking for a new bronze partner, as Arsenault will certainly not be bronze next season. He's running the Lambo, which, I mean, I'm down to run the Lambo. It's not super popular, and I prefer the Audi, but the Audi is also, an easy come across from the Lambo. They're the two most similar cars.
White flag.
Flag, I think that's just for Scott.
10th position.
He's getting out of Max's way. Anyways, I could see myself partnering up with Scott. Seems like a cool dude, older guy, or at least has a kid. We head to the last lap.
Michael, 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. One more lap to go.
No real danger of Archie catching me. He's about 2 seconds quicker, and he's got 3 seconds of gap. Keep thinking I need to. I keep debating third gear or second gear for that turn. Turned up the pressure a little too much on the right front. Let's see, it's 27.9, 28 flat. RT is on a hell of a lap, by the way. Would not be surprised if this is one of his fastest. And of course, as the latest pitter along with Simmons, they have the freshest tires. And that would be my dad calling again. And I feel like I could just stream a call with him and me yelling and cussing him out. Someone asked, why do I hate it when my dad calls when I'm racing? Number one, I hate it when anyone calls, but number two, he's just asking for money. the relationship I have with my
E10.
dad is
Okay, we're done.
fairly toxic, all things considered. Alright, well, not a bad finishing day. But, at the same time, could have been more. Should have been in 8th place. Could have even been higher had I not gotten caught up at the start there and had problems. Nothing to report, though, in terms of stewarding, which is nice. It's been a rough season on contact. Hungaroring and Spa were very, very messy races for me. Barcelona got myself my own penalty, and even Monza was not clean. I actually got a stewarding penalty there for hitting Scott. So finish up with the only 2 clean races I've had, Zandvoort and possibly this one. Again, wouldn't be surprised if that dive bomb overtake, the 2 for 1, gets a review. I think it could be ruled a racing incident. I just think that there was they broke honestly surprisingly early. I thought I could get past Connor, hands in the air, admitted there, but the fact that I even got alongside Scott was surprising, stunning. So Simmons, Archie, Neil Sutherland, Michael Landry, Murrah, Turcotte, Letelier, Sutherland. Yeah, there were only 3 silver drivers. Sutherland, Naku, myself, Constantini, Reeder, French with his drive-through or his stop-go penalty. Tom was, looks like he had a rough second half of the race. Johnston, Cebulski, and Arzumian. All right. Well, that is it for the 3D Speed season this season. I'm going to prep the forum, get that out, and we're going to set up next season. Probably sometime in April. Maybe early May, I would say, is like the low side. Depends how quickly people get stuff back to me for the feedback form. Also, wondering, can I lower this screen? Because the camera's on it. There you go. There you go. I can kind of look in the camera now. Look at that. See a little bit more of my bed, though, back there. Means I have to make it every time. Otherwise, it's going to look messy. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this series. Hope you'll join me for the next one. And that's all I got really going right now for Mio on board. Later this week, there's either going to be a Battletech video or a Age of Empire video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below as to what it is. Okay, so the only problem here with the monitor this slow is I now can't fit my hand on the mouse all that easily. But the mouse can be lowered. It's on a little swivel arm. So I can fix that.